Hey y'all, it's Ebony. Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing okay today. So y'all, we are back for my second installment of Coffee and Chit Chat. So I hope y'all got y'all cups ready because I got mine. I'm ready to talk if y'all are. First, as always, I want to check in with y'all mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all that good stuff. Just want to check in with y'all and see how y'all are doing. I'm doing okay. I have the day off. It is President's Day, so I've just been running errands today, hung out with Mo a little bit. I was gonna vlog it, but then I just felt like we weren't really doing much interesting stuff, so I didn't vlog it. I was happy to see her. I always have a great time with my sis, my bestie. I made a huge purchase today, so I'm feeling that buyer's remorse as of right now. I bought something for my boyfriend. His birthday is coming up, and what he wanted, it was on sale this weekend because it's President's Day weekend, so I got it, and now I'm feeling that weight of that purchase, y'all. So that's gonna bring me into my first topic. Why is everything so expensive? I just feel like it is so hard to live comfortably in the United States, and I shouldn't even, you know, make that specific to the US. Like, just anywhere in the world, it is just so hard to live comfortably. Like, from rent to clothes to food prices increasing, it's like the necessities are expensive on their own, and then after you pay for all of that, where's the money to actually have fun? I don't want to live my life just to put everything in my savings and just to be able to pay my bills. Like, of course, that's first priority. I get it. Savings, bills, taking care of myself and my needs, and having a place to live, and having a car, and having food. That's my priority. But like, I want to see things. I want to be able to live my life, to travel. I've talked about traveling on this channel before. I have a couple travel vlogs. Last year was the most I've ever traveled in a year. Even though it was domestic, it was still the most I've ever traveled in a year as an adult. I took a trip with my bestie, my boyfriend, and my sister. We all went to Miami for the first time for all of us in Miami. It was a great trip. You can check out that video here. I'll link it. And then I also took a trip to visit my friend Tosh in Atlanta, and that was also, you know, my first time in Atlanta. I was happy to have taken that trip. But with that being said, it's not like I take these trips and just completely forget about money. Like, I still go on these trips, worry about money, worry about how much I'm spending, worry about how I'm gonna recoup certain, you know, accounts of mine when I come back. It's just like, I'm tired of worrying about money. I'm tired of everything being expensive. One thing that I never really understood, right, is the concept of increasing rent. You know, when your lease renews, right? 'Cause I'm in this process right now. So my lease is almost up. It's time for me to renew, and my rent is going up. Literally nothing about my apartment is changing. I'm not getting any new amenities. I don't have, you know, extra benefits. The rent is just going up because they claim it's due to the market. I've asked that before because this isn't my first, you know, this isn't my first rodeo. This is my third apartment. So in other apartments, I've inquired, why does the rent change? Nothing else is changing. It's due to market value. I get that, but at the same time, why? How do they expect people on certain incomes and like minimum wage to be able to afford places like this? Like, I mean, I understand there's rental assistance programs, but those aren't always as accessible as they make them sound. Like, there's wait lists to those. There's, you know, certain qualifications that you have to meet in order to get those. In someone's case, they could be living in poverty. They don't have money for, you know, X, Y, and Z, but per this program, you have to be even in worse shape in order to qualify. It's just very discouraging. It makes you feel like you have to have a roommate in this day and age. I don't know. I'm not trying to complain because I'm very, very, very blessed. Very blessed. But I still struggle, y'all. Like, and then watching the prices of food go up is just very, like, it just makes me anxious. It just makes me think that at some point, even food supply will be like I don't want to say a luxury, but like, you know, food is going up. Like it's just hard for people to be able to maintain and support themselves and live comfortably, and it just sucks when you think about it. But in other news, it is still Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to my people. Love y'all for real. Like, if y'all are from some place that is like a predominantly Black area, what does Black History Month look like to y'all? All right, y'all, I just want to sit up because we're gonna have to talk for the next part of this video. I want to know, for those of you who are subscribed, why are you here if you won't watch my videos? I don't want to sound ungrateful and unappreciative, because I do appreciate subscribers. I do appreciate people who actually watch my videos, who leave comments. But y'all, subscribing to the channel, I mean, that can help, but in reality, if you don't actually watch videos, why subscribe? I don't really get that. Like, I don't subscribe to people who I don't watch. Like, I don't just subscribe just to subscribe. If I subscribe to you, I'm gonna watch your videos. I'm not expecting, you know, 500 views per video, 1,000 views per video. I know, just me being a avid watcher of YouTube myself, I don't literally watch every video that someone I'm subscribed to puts out. I don't, because, you know, I'm not interested in everything. But I feel like I try to diversify my channel, do different things, and I still can't reach y'all. I can't. And I just feel like, you know, what's the point in having 1,000 subscribers if you can't even break 100 views on a video, 50 views sometimes? Like, it's very discouraging. It just makes me feel like, why am I doing this? Like, YouTube is fun, don't get me wrong. Views still play a part, you know, and seeing your growth and your progression still plays a part, unfortunately. Like, everything's a number game. In social media in general, everything is a numbers game. And yeah, I'm grateful for people who subscribe, because in order to monetize yourself on YouTube, you do have to reach a certain threshold when it comes to subscriber count. But I just don't understand the concept of subscribing if you're not gonna actually watch and engage with that person. Like I said, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. It's just discouraging when you put out stuff and you literally see 20 people, 20 views. Majority of the views that I actually get from my videos come from people who aren't even subscribed. So that's even a lesser amount of people who are actually subscribed to my channel that are watching my videos. So it's just really discouraging. It makes you want to just stop, because obviously there's something that people are not enjoying. So why keep forcing it on you if you don't want it? You know what I'm saying? So I go back and forth with that idea in my mind quite a bit, whether or not I want to keep doing this. And I don't know. On a more positive note, let's talk about some, ooh, I'm spilling I spilled on my couch. Let me grab some. All right, now that we have gotten that over with, let's talk about some shows. Y'all, I've been watching Euphoria. So I tried watching Euphoria maybe a year ago or so, and I never really got into it. I thought it was just very sexual, and I was like, this is kind of weird, watching these high school students engage in this type of activity with the drugs and the sex and the stuff like that. I was like, I ain't gonna watch it. But one thing about me and my boyfriend, we gonna watch a show. This current season of Euphoria was already out, and I was like, well, you know, people on Twitter have been saying how good the season is, and also, in addition, podcasts that I listened to, they were saying how good the season is. So I'm like, you want to watch it? He said yeah. So we started watching the show. It is good. It is good. There's an actual storyline. I mean, a few storylines actually. It's a good show. The acting is good. I see people on Twitter talk about the one girl who plays Maddie, her acting. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I feel like she's literally acting the part of the character. I don't see what's wrong with her. Rue, annoying. This last episode, mind you, I'm not fully caught up in the season yet, but I think it was episode 6 of the season was where, you know, she kind of turned over a new leaf, and I feel like she's going to go in the right direction. I'm hoping that she does. I try not to get annoyed and frustrated with Rue, because I understand she has an addiction. Like, this is not something that she can just, you know, magically get over. Like, she's literally addicted. But she be getting on my nerves. She be getting on my nerves. Cassie gets on my nerves. She cries too much. She cries all the time. Like, she's annoying. Nate, I don't even want to talk about him. Like, talk about hating the character. Him for sure. I don't even want to get into him. Fezco, I think he's my favorite. And I like Lexi too. She's sweet. But yeah, this season I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the show. Y'all, Twitter is just so like, when a show comes out, you literally cannot be on Twitter because it spoils everything. Like, I was on Twitter just scrolling and stuff about Love is Blind season 2 came out before I had even watched the season, and I'm just like, y'all, I have a love-hate relationship with Twitter when it comes to live tweeting stuff. It's like, I like to participate in live tweeting when I'm watching, you know, shows, because y'all know I love me some reality TV. So when I'm watching certain reality TV shows, every now and again I get on Twitter and I be live tweeting. But when you're actually not watching the show and caught up with the show, those live tweets be annoying because not everybody likes spoilers. I don't really like spoilers because I would prefer to watch it for myself and be shocked and be surprised. When you're on Twitter, you cannot expect that. You just gotta, I don't know, mute the hashtag, mute the word, do all that stuff, because Twitter will spoil you everything. Even if you're not looking for it, Twitter spoils it for you. Speaking of Love is Blind 2, I've been watching that. I'm only on episode 4. We're not finished with that episode yet. Let's get into the couples real quick. Danielle and, what's his name, Nick. I feel like she's super insecure. Who doesn't have a few insecurities? But I feel like she has like a level of insecurities as to where she's seeking validation from him, or, you know, any man really. I don't think it necessarily has to be him. I feel like she should have sought therapy before coming on this type of show, because this is not going to be the solution to her insecurities. Nick so far seems like a cool guy. Y'all know how Danielle was like thrown off by the fact that he makes his own toothpaste. I don't know why. I mean, some people want to live a natural lifestyle, and she said his breath didn't stink, so what's the problem? Like, his breath don't stink, his teeth are taken care of. If he want to make his own toothpaste, then he want to make his own toothpaste. I didn't know why he kept asking her about it in that bathroom scene, and he's watching her brush her teeth. I thought that was pretty odd, and he kept wanting to talk about the fact that he make his own toothpaste. I thought that was odd. I feel like that's something you say, hey, yeah, I make my own toothpaste. You maybe talk about it a little bit, like the motive behind you making your own toothpaste, and then that's it. I don't know why they had to make it into something. But them right now, do I see them saying yes on the day of marriage? Right now, where I'm at in episode 4, I see them saying yes. I'm trying to find the names because I do not remember these people's names. That's one thing about it. Depty and Shake. I be Shake. Him at first, I did not like him at all. Like, at all. I felt like he was misogynistic, very superficial. And I couldn't see why any girl would be interested in him. Like, I would have literally, I would have got up and left the pod. Like, we wouldn't even finish having the discussion. But Depty, she seems Deepti, sorry. Deepti, she seems kind of, I don't want to say desperate, but desperate. She seems like she's really looking for a relationship and really looking for a connection, and she's trying to find everything in her to feel like there's a connection between them. I also feel like their cultural background brings them together because they're both Indian. I find it interesting that both of them said that they only date white people. Not to say you can't have preferences, it's just something about saying you've only dated white people that in you're a person of color, that's kind of weird to me. I feel like there's a lot of sexual chemistry between them. Almost to a detriment. I feel like that's literally the only connection them two have besides their cultural background. Since they've met, we don't see any, you know, real conversations between them. Every time they're talking, they're attacking each other's faces. It's like, okay, can we see the actual emotional connection form? Literally, they're always kissing, always just like grabbing each other, groping each other. It's like, I get that's a part of a relationship, and I know for some people that's a big part, probably the biggest part of a relationship, but that can't be all that there is to a relationship. I feel like them two definitely need to build more of an emotional connection and need to talk and communicate expectations to one another. We'll see how that couple goes. Do I think that they're gonna say yes? I think she's gonna say yes, he's gonna say no. Salvador and Mallory. I feel like he's really nice. I'm tired of the singing. He sings like, I think we've seen 2 episodes of him singing so far and I'm tired of it already. I feel like she's really nice. She's very emotional though. She's always crying, but I understand this is a big deal. I think that he's very patient and intuitive as well, because when he said that he did feel like something was off between them when they met and they kissed, but he had to understand that, you know, she was probably processing everything and taking it all in. So I think he's very self-aware. I like how he expresses himself, and when he told her that, you know, she has to remember that he's in it too. This is gonna be an adjustment period for both of them. I feel like Mallory, well, she said it herself, he wasn't what she was normally attracted to. Something about him was just a little off. I think she likes more of a big hunky man, someone like Jared, ironically. I feel like she's nice. I also like the way that she expresses herself and she communicates. To me, them two both seem very, like, not soft-spoken, but patient, even-toned. I like that about them. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. She, to me, just seems like she needs someone a little more, like, a little more assertive, I'll say. Yep. I can see her saying no, him saying yes. I'm rooting for them actually though, because I don't know, I was excited to see them meet each other, but then once I saw her reaction, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess. Jared and Ayana. I don't even know what to say. So yeah, them two. So she is okay with being a second choice. I think she plays a lot. That's not a problem, especially if he's not annoyed by it, but she just plays a lot and always laughing and stuff. That could be a good thing, but sometimes I need you to get a little serious, girl. Like, I like her. I think she's also a little insecure, looking for validation in him. Jared, I like him. I think he is also very good at expressing himself. I like that he was upfront and honest about the fact that he had, you know, asked Mallory if he were to propose to her, what would she say, and that kind of, you know, guided his decision into, that kind of forced him into proposing to Ayana, because had Mallory said yes, I'm sure he would have proposed to her, not Ayana. I'm curious to see how things progress between this love triangle, because I feel like Mallory would be attracted to Jared, and I wonder if she's gonna pull a Jessica. I hope Jared doesn't try to play the both of them, because I want to see Ayana, you know, happy. I want to see both of them, all of them happy, honestly. But I'm just curious how this love triangle is gonna play out when all the, you know, couples see each other and hang out. I noticed Ayana kept calling Jared big. Like, I don't know, like, her keep calling him big. After a while, that would annoy me. Like, okay, you gonna keep calling me big? Like, you already established that. How many times you gotta call me big? Like, I hope she cut that out later, because, like, you don't gotta keep telling him that. But I understand she be playing with him, but that's why I say she played too much. She, like, after a while, you gotta chill with all that. Like, when he gave her that Polaroid, I'm like, girl, what is you doing? It's a Polaroid camera. Like, I'm happy you're happy, but, like, chill, girl. Like, right now I can see them both saying yes, but then again, he hasn't linked up with Mallory yet, so we'll see. How many couples is there? I thought this was the last one. Shane and what's her name, Elizabeth? Okay, Shane and Natalie. At first in the pods, Natalie, I thought she was really sweet. I thought she was really sweet in the pods. I thought she, you know, was very, I thought she also was very good at expressing herself and saying what she wanted and expected. Shane, annoying right off the jump. His teeth just sit, like, just out his mouth. He mentioned later how he spent thousands on his teeth. I'm wondering if they were veneers. After he said that, I was trying to look, like, in his mouth. Like, I'm like, do they look like veneers? Do they look like it? They didn't really look like veneers to me, but his teeth just sit like this. Like, his mouth is always open. He's annoying to me. He definitely seems like a frat boy. I was shocked that he proposed to Natalie, and I don't know why all them girls was swooning over him in the first place. Is this Shane? Is this Shane? Is this Shane? What is y'all seeing that I'm not? You know what? To each their own. I just feel like he's someone you have to babysit all the time. I couldn't imagine Natalie being patient enough to deal with him for long periods of time. And when we moved to the honeymoon, when they were in, where were they at? Puerto Rico? Cancun? Girl, I can't even remember. I think they were in Cancun. When they moved to the honeymoon, she started to get, I thought she was being mean to him, honestly. She didn't want to say please when he was pouring a drink. He said that he wanted a compliment. He loves compliments, and like, you know, he loves to hear about himself. When he was just asking for, you know, a compliment, and he said it was his birthday and whatnot. Now, I was with her about the sexual stuff because he was trying to get fresh for his birthday, and like they literally just met each other, so you cannot guilt her into, you know, being sexual with you on your birthday just because it's your birthday. Let's lead up to that, Shane. Like, how about that? But I feel like something did change in her from the pod to them actually being together face to face. I feel like she was mean. I feel like she was mean, and like I said, I feel like he would have to be someone that she'd have to babysit all the time, and I wouldn't want that out of a relationship. I don't see her wanting that, and I personally am also curious how this is gonna look once he meets Shayna. I wonder if Shayna is gonna pull a Jessica. I can see that. What I see for them two, I see them both saying no. Shayna and Cal. Cal, I think he's sweet. He doesn't seem like someone that would be with Shayna. One thing I noticed between them was the age difference. He's 28, she's 31. That's not a huge age difference, but I feel like he does have some growing up to do. He, to me, seems a little childlike, but he seems like a really, really nice guy. To me, she just seems more sure of herself and confident, and like what she wants, knowing what she wants and who she wants. So I was really shocked that she even accepted the proposal. She seemed like she was forced into accepting it. I'm wondering if production told her that she had to, because she really seemed like she was forced into accepting it. She's like, yeah, and then goes in the confessional and literally breaks down like she needs a moment and stuff. I'm like, why did you accept it? Like, you could have said no. I don't know why she accepted it. They have different views on a lot of things, as far as religion being one of the main things, which is what they keep mentioning during the show. He's like really optimistic, hoping that they could just work things out and, you know, talk to each other and just, you know, work things out that way. She's already being a pessimist. Like, she just knows that their beliefs are too different for them to be able to work things out. And she mentioned this in the confessional. She mentioned this when he proposed. She mentioned this on their, you know, retreat. And I'm like, why did you accept? I literally don't know why she did it. The only thing that I can think is that production told her to. I think if they even make it to wedding day, he's gonna say yes, she's gonna say no, for sure. Yeah, y'all, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I really just wanted to talk about TV today. I wanted to just film a video, do my second installment of Coffee and Chit Chat. I think I told you I was supposed to do these like every month. Bear with me. All right, y'all. Well, I think that is it for me today. I hope that y'all have a great day, great week, whenever you're watching. And until next time, y'all, peace.